What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Click the like button, like this video. Click the like button, like this video. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Eternal Authenticity, Sky Blackwell, yes. Welcome. Yes, I'm back right now from a 9-mile run. My message today I'm speaking about is, putting in that work, passion, passion and great work ethic, passion and great work ethic. Passion, that's something I'm always embodying. I'm always a passionate guy. I've always been a passionate king, where I have a lot of fire. I have a lot of intrinsic motivation. I have the Holy Spirit charged up, working through me. I have a lot of enthusiasm. I have a lot of life within me, passion and great work ethic, showing up consistently, whether you're at your job, working your businesses, or maybe in school or education, or just, being a better spouse, being a better family member, great work ethic, serving God, truly putting our heart 100% the best, to the highest quality, most efficient, and I'm passionate, and I combine that with great work ethic, and I'm receiving great results. That's goes across the board, for different people, whatever your craft is, true greatness, God's people, God's children, we have great work ethic. We're of service and we're serving God, and we leave a positive energy. We're leaving a positive impact on the world. We're healing the world. We're uplifting the world. We're not harming or distracting the world. We're not draining the world. So great work ethic is where I'm giving it 100%. I'm giving it 110%. So I'm improving myself and I'm inspiring people around me. Like I just came from a 9-mile run in the sunshine, and I'm super charged up. It felt great. It's like a trance, like a meditation, a nirvana, euphoria of just gliding. I'm floating like an eagle. Listen to the Afro beats. Conscious. Affirmations. Meditation music. Rasta reggae music and stuff like that. And it's just like such a smooth vibe. To run and glide in the sun, and it's very healing. Where my mind and my soul, and I just feel so free and happy, and I feel focused and very close to God. And I'm grateful that I've been able to do that. I'm grateful I have wonderful health to be able to run in the sunshine when it's 94 degrees, 92 degrees outside, Texas weather. A lot of people, they just want to be inside all day. They just want to be in the air conditioning. They say it's too hot. They can't even walk to their car in the sunshine. Many people can't even walk, just down the street, or they're just in a rush to go to their car. A lot of people, they avoid the heat, they avoid the sunshine, maybe because of their tolerance. They have a bad tolerance, but truth is, the sunshine is medicine. And I know my genetics, I know my ancestry. I got Native American ancestry, Native American blood. I also have Caribbean, African and Caribbean ancestry also, So I know I'm able to handle the heat, When you think about biblical times, Israel, Jerusalem, Egypt, all that stuff, yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm from there in past lives, so I know it gets hot. And I've always loved the sunshine. I've always loved being outdoors, recharging my energy, energizing myself in the sunshine. And it's cool that, me personally, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity, I'm a 9-year vegan. I'm a 9-year plant-based alkaline vegan. So I've significantly improved my health on this journey. Before I was vegan, I started my journey in 2017 being vegan, plant-based alkaline. And before then, you know, I was still active, I was still working out and sporty always throughout my life, but I was heavier and I was more congested. I didn't have as good of a circulation or a good flow, and I couldn't breathe as well. Now I can truly breathe. Like back in the day, I was clogged up, you know, and it wasn't as fun to run. I couldn't run like how I've been running, you know, different longer distances, especially in the heat, the summertime Texas heat, you know, when it gets up to 100 or it's in the 90s or something like that. You know, I mean, I have my Camelback backpack, you know, with water where I can just sip water. I'm always staying super hydrated, but it feels so great, you know, to do that, you know, where I push myself to run. You know I'm serving God and I have a clear vision, and it helps me. It's a meditation, you know, it helps me to connect with God and see these visions better and just improve my health too, you know, get a good sweat in. I'm out in the sunshine and just, it's healthy, duh. We gotta exercise, we gotta run, we gotta work out in some way. But like, that's something I love. That's a passion I have. You know, I love running, I love outdoors, you know, exercise, you know, different activities, you know, sports, fun time in the sun, you know, whether it's volleyball or, you know, running or riding the bicycles or being on the beach, you know, something like that. I love that vibe. Frisbee, you know, basketball, stuff like that. And passion, you know, we got to keep the fire burning within us, you know, for higher living with God, you know, so that we have life, so we have, you know, passion, so we have a spark within us that it keeps us going, you know, so we don't just spoil away and get rotten and stale. You know, most people get stale, rotten, and dried up, you know, but when you have that passion, that spark, you know, it's that juice, it's that, you know, enthusiasm, you know, it's that heart, you know, that next level, you know, greater power, you know, from God, you know. So passion is a great thing, and having a great work ethic is phenomenal. Whether you're working at a job, you could be a waiter or a waitress or a bartender, or maybe you work at a bank, or maybe you sell gym memberships, or you're a personal trainer, or maybe you just work at a grocery market and you know, you're at the cash register, cashier, or you work at some other restaurant or something, you know, different places. When you have a work ethic, whether it's in a job or at school or in your relationship or with your family, you know, or just inspiring people, you know, that's phenomenal. You know, we want to put great work to inspire people, to uplift people, to serve God and serve humanity in the best way, to raise the frequency. You know, that's great work ethic. Not cutting corners, not cheating, not hiding, not deceiving people, you know, not lying and pretending and just, you know, doing stuff for this get rich quick, you know, sell out stuff. You know, great work ethic does not include selling your soul. You know, when you have great work ethic, it means you're keeping your soul. You know, that's why I have phenomenal great work ethic, because I'm keeping my soul forever. My soul belongs to God. I have my dignity, I have my integrity, I have phenomenal character, you know, I have morals, you know, I'm keeping my soul. That's why I have great work ethic. But many people who they sell their soul, they've sold their soul, they're sloppy, they're messy, you know, they're very dramatic, you know, they're very childish and weak, you know, and poor and lost, you know, because they're just always, you know, trying to cheat God. They're always trying to run away, you know, and that's why they're doing so bad. That's why they're failing with so many problems. But me, as an example, God is using me as an example to inspire and lead people and coach and, you know, help transform people for the better, you know. Yes, I have great work ethic because I'm maintaining my soul. I'm keeping my integrity, you know. I'm doing what's right, you know. I'm making sure I'm showing up to my life, and I know God sees everything. So even when nobody else is clapping for me, nobody else is watching or contacting me, I know, hey, I'm gonna put in this great work, you know, because in the long run, this is going to keep benefiting myself, and I'm pleasing God. I'm pleasing God for I'm pleasing God by going for a run. You know, nobody had to tell me to do that. You know, there's no camera guy following me, you know, and yeah, nobody gave me any money yet, but people need to pay up. You know, people need to pay up. People need to pay me a lot of money. But still, regardless, I did the run because that's something I know I love to do for my health. I love preserving my health. I love longevity. I love detoxing. I love nutrition. That's something I stand for. I gotta always stay on my best, you know, to inspire people. So that's part of great work ethic. I'm doing stuff with a genuine heart. You know, I'm genuinely showing up, you know, to put in that work service, you know, and I'm keeping my soul. You know, I don't have to try to prove stuff to people. I'm not going to compete with people. You know, I'm not going to be debating with people. I'm not going to be arguing or trying to, battle it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my own lane and I'm showing up of service. I'm inspiring people. I'm coaching people. I'm counseling people. You know, I'm leading people in the right direction. You know, so great work ethic. It's a deep understanding, you know, just to show up and go all out for God. You know, you can't be making excuses, you know, can't be hiding in darkness. You know, we got to shine as lights. You know, I'm shining bright. You know, I'm shining my light bright. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I'm shining my light bright. So yes, great work ethic is important, and passion for life, passion for serving God, passion for evolution, for evolving, passion for developing ourselves, becoming more compassionate, more respectful, you know, being more kind, being more peaceful, being more grateful, showing more appreciation, you know, for life, you know. So passion, show up with a hunger, with an excitement. You know, right now I'm about to break my fast, you know, and I'm about to cool down. You know what I'm saying? Because it's good to run, it's good to have active time, but it's also good to recharge and have passive time. So passion. Don't just, you know, say, hey, I'm just gonna have a good diet just for one day and that's it, and go back to my old ways. Or don't just say, hey, I'm just gonna drink water instead of soda just for one day and then just go back to sodas. No, you know, or don't just go back to don't just say, hey, I'm just gonna be faithful for one day and then just go back to being a liar and a cheater. No, you know, go all out. Be faithful, be committed, be intimate, be loyal, be pure, you know. Show up 100% with integrity, with passion, you know, with commitment, you know, with focus, with loyalty, you know. Show up with heart. Show up with a noble character. Show up with an honorable, noble character in life. You know, that's how the world truly becomes a better place, when we become the change we wish to see in the world. No more pointing fingers, no more arguments, drama, criticisms, talking smack, gossiping, spreading lies, all this just bickering, quarreling, fighting, bickering. No more of that. We have to become the change we wish to see in the world. So look at the man or the woman in the mirror, and we gotta check ourselves, you know. So passion, get your passion levels up. You know, that's how we have a happier life, you know, and also put in great work ethic every day, you know. So that's my message. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Follow me on Instagram, direct message me, send me positive vibes on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity, at Eternal Authenticity. Sky Blackwell. Order my 2 new ebooks. I got 2 new ebooks on Amazon Kindle. Supreme Healing Wisdom, Alkaline Healing Herbs for Success. Supreme Healing Wisdom, Alkaline Healing Herbs for Success. Those are my 2 ebooks on Amazon Kindle. These are detoxification, natural remedy, you know, information, wisdom in these ebooks. So I got the herbs, the various list of alkaline, highest frequency, electric, carbon-based herbs that are going to seriously revitalize your body. I got that in that ebook, and I also got some serious, crucial, essential nutritional information for your recipes, alkaline, plant-based recipes I'm giving you. I'm telling you the correct fruits and vegetables that you need to really flush out mucus, cleanse out parasites, detox your colon, and I'm holding you accountable with the right, proper guidelines and information so you can detox. I'm holding you accountable, and I'm telling you the stuff you need to avoid. I'm telling you the stuff you need to prevent. I'm telling you the stuff you need to prevent. I'm telling you the stuff you need to avoid so you can lose weight and truly purify yourself and live a higher quality of life. So order my 2 new ebooks on Amazon Kindle. Links are below this YouTube video description. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Also, you can schedule consultation, book and schedule a detox, nutrition, and wellness consultation with me for all that coaching, counseling, consulting, mentoring, one-on-one advising time with me, Sky Blackwell. I will help you to lose weight so you can seriously live a higher quality of life and detox. Consultations, schedule them. Links are below in this YouTube video description, Sky Blackwell. And enjoy my podcast, enjoy my music. I got podcasts, I got music, Apple Music, and Spotify, and I'm on other music platforms also. But right now, just enjoy these links I have below for my Spotify and Apple, for my consultations, and for my ebooks. So enjoy. Thank you for supporting me, podcast, music, and also in my ebooks, my consultations, and the love and positive energy. And also send me the cash, send me the finances, send me the cash, send me the paper, send me the money, send me the bread, send me the cheddar, send me the dinero. You know what I'm saying? Send me the moolah, send me that money. Financial restoration, financial blessings. Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal. Links are below in this YouTube video description. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Thank you for the support. Authentic Squad, Authentic Tribe. And y'all stay blessed. I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Much love. Click the like button. Like this video, click the like button. And stay passionate and put in great work ethic. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Peace.